Okay, so in the last lecture we have done how to find a particular integral whenever x is some function of e to the power ax. Okay, now we will see the second rule. Okay, if to find a particular integral, if x is in the form of sine of ax plus b. Okay, so we can say 1 upon f of d square. See, here in this rule we are going to replace d square, okay, over sine of ax plus b. This is equivalent to 1 upon f of minus a square sine of ax plus b. Okay, where a is the coefficient of x. Okay, so but the condition is f of minus a square should not be 0. Okay, so here in this case we are going to replace d square. We are just going to replace d square, d raised to 4d. Only even terms we are going to replace. We are not going to replace odd terms. Okay, odd रहेगा जैसे d cube रहेगा. Then we can say d cube is equivalent to d square into d, and we will just replace d square का term. We are not going to replace d का term. Okay, so now here the condition is f of minus a square should not be 0. So if it is 0, then on the similar line as we had done for the e to the power x, what we'll do? 1 upon f of d square sine of ax plus b multiply by x into f dash of minus a square over sine of ax plus b. Again the condition is provided f of minus a square is 0, but f dash of minus a square is not equal to 0. Okay, on the similar line, if this is also 0, then we will multiply by one more time by x and then take the second order derivative. So we can say f of d square sine of ax plus b, this is equivalent to, if f of minus a square is equal to 0, f dash of minus a square is also 0, but f double dash of minus a square is not equal to 0. Then we can say this is x square to 1 upon f double dash of minus a square sine of ax plus b, and so on. Okay, and so okay, so we had done this rule for sine of ax plus b. On the similar line we can write for cos of ax plus b. Okay, so this is will be my rule number 3. Okay, so to find particular integral, if x is equal to cos of ax plus b, it's exactly same as sine of x plus b, f of d square cos of ax plus b, this is equivalent to, replace d square as minus a square over cos of ax plus b, provided f of minus a square is not equal to 0. On the similar line, if f of minus a square is equal to 0, then multiply by x to 1 upon f dash of minus a square cos of ax plus b, again provided f of minus a square is equal to 0 and f dash of minus a square is not equal to 0, and so on. Okay, so if both the derivatives, if f of minus a square and f dash of minus a square is also 0, then again multiply by one more time by x and take the second order derivative and go on till the last derivative is not equal to 0. Okay, so this is our rule to find whenever we have a particular integral, to find a particular integral whenever we have a function is in the form of either sin x plus b or cos x plus b. Okay, now we will solve few questions on this. Okay, now let's consider the first question. Okay, so to solve this type of differential equation, we have to find both complementary function and particular integral. Okay, so to find complementary function, we need auxiliary equation. So auxiliary equation is d square minus 4d plus 4 is equal to 0. We can find the roots of auxiliary equation, which are 2 comma 2. These are the real as well as repeated roots. So we can say yc means my complementary function. These are the real and repeated roots. So that's why c1 plus c2x e to the power 2x is required complementary function. Now to find particular integral yp. This is 1 upon f of d. That means 1 upon d square minus 4d plus 4 over e to the power x plus cos 2x. Okay, so this is one of our some operator, integral operator, so which we can divide it is for both the functions. So for over e to the power x plus 1 upon d square minus 4d plus 4 over cos of 2x. Okay, so whenever we have two different functions, we will say this as yp1 plus yp2. It is always better to solve separately. Okay, so let's consider yp1, which is 1 upon d square minus 4d plus 4 over e to the power x. So what rule says? We have to replace d as a. Here a is 1 and this should not be 0. So let's see. 1 minus 4 plus 4 e to the power x is not equal to 0. So this is equal to e to the power x. Now let's find out yp2. Over cos 2x. Okay, so here what rule says? We have to replace only d square ka term. Okay, so we have to replace d square as minus a square. Right, so here a is 2, so we have to replace it as minus 2 square. That is, we have to replace d square as minus 4. We have to replace d square as minus 4. So we can say minus 4. We are not going to replace d ka term. So minus 4d as it is plus 4 over cos 2x. Okay, so this is cancelled. So remaining thing is 1 upon minus 1 by 4d over cos 2x. So my d is differential operator, right? So 1 by d is my integral operator with respect to x, right? So we can say minus 1 by 4 integral. On the right hand side we have cos 2x. So cos 2x dx, and we can find this easily. Minus 1 by 4 cos integration is sin 2x by 2. Okay, so it is minus sin 2x by 8. So this is my required yp2. Now we can write required particular integral, which is yp1 plus yp2, which is e to the power x minus sin 2x divided by 8. But without general solution, your answer is incomplete. So general solution, y is equal to yc plus yp, which is equivalent to c1 plus c2x e to the power 2x plus e to the power x minus sin 2x divided by 8 is required general solution. Okay, now we will solve one more question. Okay, now next question. Again, we have to find a complementary function as well as particular integral. Okay, so let's write down the auxiliary equation, which is d minus 1 the whole square, d square plus 1 is equal to 0. The roots of this equation are m is equal to 1 comma 1, okay, because it is repeated twice, and this gives me plus or minus I. So 1 is real and repeated root, plus or minus I are the complex root, right? So we can write yc. Since 1 is real and it repeated, we will get c1 plus c2x e to the power 1x plus or minus I. This is equivalent to our alpha plus or minus I beta. So here alpha is 0 and beta is 1. So we can say e to the power 0x means e to the power alpha x, which is 0x, into c3 cos beta x, which is cos x, plus c4 sin x. So we can say c1 plus c2x e to the power x plus c3 cos x plus c4 sin x is the required complementary function. Now let's find out particular integral yp, which is 1 upon d minus 1 the whole square, d square plus 1 over e to the power x plus sin square x by 2. Okay, Okay, fine. So now we can rewrite this is equivalent to 1 upon d minus 1 the whole square, d square plus 1 e to the power x, plus 1 upon d minus 1 the whole square, d square plus 1 sine square of x by 2. Okay, so now again say this as yp1, say this as yp2 and solve it separately. Okay, so now to solve yp1. Okay, so now let's see 1 upon d minus 1 the whole square, d square plus 1 over e to the power x. So what rule says? We have to replace d as 1. But if I replace d as 1, denominator goes to 0. Okay, so what we will do? These are two different operators. So we will solve it separately. Now let's solve d minus 1 the whole square. We will first solve d square plus 1 over e to the power x. And we will apply rule for only for this function. Okay, so we can say d minus 1 the whole square. Okay, replace d as 1. So we will get half e to the power x. Half is constant. Okay, and this is one integral operator. So constant we can take outside. So we will get half 1 upon d minus 1 the whole square over e to the power x. Okay, now replace d as 1. But again, it gives me 0. So what it gives me, half is outside, which is constant, multiply by x and take the derivative of this, which is twice d minus 1 over e to the power x. Now use the rule, replace d as a, but again it gives me 0. So what we'll do, half into x. Okay, it is outside the operator, so we are not going to deal with this. Okay, one more half is there, so that take outside. Okay, so now again if I want to find this, we have to multiply by x and take the derivative of this, which is 1 over e to the power x. So we will get x square by 4 e to the power x, which is our required yp1. Okay, now to find yp2. Okay, so yp2 is 1 upon d minus 1 the whole square, d square plus 1, okay, sine square x by 2. Okay, okay, so what rule says? We have to replace d square as minus a square, but here my function is sine square x by 2. Okay, we don't have rule for sine square. We have for linear terms like sine x plus b or cos x plus b. So we will use some trigonometry. Okay, sine square x by 2, we can write it as 1 minus cos x divided by 2. Okay, so we can say half 1 upon d minus 1 the whole square, d square plus 1 will remain. So 1 we can write as e to the power 0x minus 1 upon half d minus 1 the whole square, d square plus 1 into cos x, right? Okay, so half is common for both the terms. Okay, now replace d as 0, right? So we will get half minus 1 ka square is 1. Okay, 1 into 1, 1. So it is just 1. Okay, anything raised to 0, 1. Okay, so half minus half. Okay, now if I replace, see d square, d minus 1 the whole square, तो इसमें भी एक d square का term involved है. But if I replace d square as minus a square, मतलब क्या करना है? We have to replace d square as minus 1. Okay, but denominator goes 0. Right? So whenever denominator goes 0, we are going to multiply by x and take the derivative of the denominator. Right? Okay, so इस पूरे term का derivative लेना थोड़ा सा difficult हो जाएगा. So what we'll do? We will open the bracket and after that we will use the rule. Okay, so let's open it. So what we'll get? D square minus 2d plus 1 into d square plus 1 over cos x. So it is half 1 upon d raised to 4 minus 2d cube plus 2d square minus 2d plus 1 over cos x. So if you simplify this, you will get this thing, d raised to 4 minus 2d cube plus 2d square minus 2d plus 1. Okay, now half minus half multiply by x and take the derivative of the denominator. So which gives me 4d cube minus 6d square plus 4d minus 2 over cos x. Okay. Now if I replace d square as minus 1. Okay. So let's see क्या मिलता है. Half minus x by 2. Okay. See, d cube here is there. So 4 d square का term we will replace as minus 1 and one more d का term will remain. That we are going to write as it is. Okay. So d cube means 4 d square into d. D square we are going to replace as minus a square, which is minus 1. Minus 6 replace d square as minus 1 plus 4d minus 2 over cos x. Okay, so minus 4d plus 4d will be cancelled. The remaining thing is half minus x by 2. Okay, so plus 6 minus 2. Plus 6 minus 2. 1 by 4 cos x. So it is half minus x by 8 cos x is required yp2. So therefore my required particular integral is yp1 plus yp2. Okay, so yp1 plus yp2, which is x square by 4 e to the power x plus half minus x by 8 cos x. Okay, so now we are able to write a general solution, which is yc plus yp, which is equivalent to c1 plus c2x e to the power x plus c3 cos x plus c4 sin x plus x square by 4 e to the power x plus half minus x by 8 cos x is the required solution of the given differential equation. Okay, now we will solve one more. Okay, now let's see this differential equation. Again we have to find a complementary function. So for that, let's consider auxiliary equation, which is d square plus d plus 1 is equal to 0. You can find the roots of the auxiliary equation, which will be minus 1 plus or minus root 3i by 2. You can use minus b plus or minus v square minus 4ac by 2a ka formula, so you will get it easily. Okay, now these are the complex roots, so which is minus half plus or minus root 3 by 2i, which is in the form of alpha plus or minus I beta. So in this case, alpha is minus half and beta is root 3 by 2. Okay, so therefore we can write complementary function is e to the power alpha x, that means e to the power minus half x into c1 cos beta, beta is root 3 by 2 x plus c2 sin root 3 by 2 x. Okay, so this is my required complementary function. Now we need to find particular integral, which is 1 upon f of d over 1 plus sin x the whole square. Again 1 plus sin x the whole square, which we can't find easily, right? Okay, we can find it, but we don't have rule to find 1 plus sin x the whole square ke liye. So again use some basic trigonometry. Okay, so it is 1 plus 2 sin x plus sin square x. Okay, so sin square x, again we can replace it as sorry 2 sin x 1 minus cos 2x divided by 2. Okay, sin square x is 1 minus cos 2x divided by 2. So this is equivalent to, okay, 1 plus half 3 by 2 plus 2 sin x minus cos 2x divided by 2. Okay, now let's split it. So 3 by 2 is outside, which is constant, d square plus d plus 1. The remaining thing is 1. So we can write it as e to the power 0x. Plus 2 is also outside, which is constant, sin x minus half 1 by d square plus d plus 1 over cos 2x. Okay, so again we will solve it separately. So say this as yp1, yp2 plus yp3. Okay, so let's say yp1, which is 3 by 2, 1 by d square plus d plus 1 over e to the power 0x. Okay, so replace 0 as d as 0, so you will get it is 3 by 2 into 1. So add just 3 by 2. Now let's find out yp2. Okay, so here we have to replace d square as minus a square. Here a is 1, so we have to replace d square as minus 1. Okay, so say d square as minus 1 plus d as it is plus 1 over sine x. Okay, so what is the remaining thing? 2 into 1 by d sine x. 1 by d means what? It's a integral operator. So sine x dx, sine ka integration minus cos, so minus 2 cos x is required, yp2. Now let's find out yp3. So it is minus half 1 by d square plus d, don't forget this half, over cos 2x. Okay, so this is minus half. Again replace d square as minus a square. Here a is 2, that means replace d square as minus of 2 square, that means minus 4. So it is 1 upon d minus 3 cos 2x. Okay, now we can't use the same rule again because we have to replace d square. We don't have any rule to replace d. So what we will do, to get d square ka term, divide and multiply by its, means we are going to rationalize it, divide and multiply by d plus 3. So we can say minus half d plus 3 upon d square minus 9 cos 2x. Okay, what we had done, to get d square ka term in the denominator, we had divided and multiplied by d plus 3. Okay, now this is the differential operator d. Okay, and this is the integral operator. So differentiation is much easier than integration. So we will solve denominator first and then we will solve the numerator. Okay, so to solve the denominator, we will keep this term as outside. We will solve this later. 1 upon d square minus 9 cos 2x. Okay, so we will apply the rule on this first. So what rule says? Replace d square as minus a square. That means replace d square as minus 2 square. So it is minus half d plus 3. Okay, so it is 1 upon minus 4 minus 9 over cos 2x. So this is equivalent to d plus 3 minus 13 over cos 2x. So minus 13 we can take outside, which will give us 1 by 26 d plus 3 over cos 2x. Okay, so now 1 by 26 d means what? Derivative. So d by dx of cos 2x plus 3 into cos 2x. Okay, so 1 by 26 derivative of cos x minus 2 sin 2x plus 3 cos 2x. Okay, so this is my required particular integral. So at last you can combine yp1, yp2, yp3. So you are able to write yp and combined yc and yp. So I am not going to write it. You can write general solution, which is yc plus yp. So you complete it. yc plus yp.